oleh moderator kece kita, salah satu dosen pada program studi Tadris Bahasa Inggris atau Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris Institut Agama Islam Negeri Palopo. Kita sambut dengan meriah Mr. Faisal SPD M. Hum. Kami persilakan untuk mengambil alih dan menjadi moderator untuk speaker kita yang pertama pada pagi hari ini.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning everyone. Thank you for joining us here today. I'd like to also welcome Professor Dr. Hayu Renders. Are you there, Professor? Okay. I'd like to welcome you here today, and thank you very much for joining us on our event, International Seminar on Multidisciplinary Studies, Isoms 2024. But before I let you to present your PowerPoint, I'd like to introduce a little bit about the speaker today. So our great speaker today is Professor Dr. Hayu Renders. Is a TESOL professor and director of research at Anaheim University, USA, and professor of applied linguistics at KMUTT in Thailand. He is also founder of the Global Institute for Teacher Leadership and editor of Innovation in Language Learning and Teaching. He has published 26 books, over 100 and over 150 articles in the areas of out-of-class learning, technology, and language teacher leadership. He is a speaker for the Royal Society of New Zealand. So please welcome Professor Dr. Hayu Renders. Good morning, Professor.
We connect with other communities in other parts of our community. So I would like today to broach a topic that I think is going to become increasingly important, and that is the topic of digital well-being. Now, I know that some of you may not be familiar with this
with information that the algorithm knows we like. If you are on Facebook or WhatsApp or Telegram, it doesn't matter which platform, you will always get more of the things that you have clicked like on. And so it becomes harder and harder to actually engage with opinions and ideas that are outside of your own initial preferences. And this is a real problem, and probably one of the major reasons why we see so much polarization in different countries around the world, yeah, with people being on extreme opposite sides in many aspects of life. So we know that there are many negative impacts, and that begs the question, is there not perhaps a better way of dealing with technology? And the answer is, thankfully, yes. There are starting to be better ways to deal with technology. And I'm going to give you two terms which are both very new and which I think in the coming years you will see and hear more of. And the first of these is digital well-being, or the field of design that attempts to achieve digital well-being. And a very closely related term which is called positive computing. There are slight differences between these terms, but both involve the design and development of technology that supports well-being and human potential. In other words, it looks at technology not just for what it can do, but it looks at technology and asks, what should it do? How could we use this technology or develop it in such a way that it makes us better? And the book here on the screen is probably the first to discuss this topic. It's a few years old now. You can find it online if you wanted to. And again, that is on your PowerPoint that you can download later if you wanted to. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of quick examples of what positive computing or design for digital well-being looks like. And the first one is an example from healthcare. And what you see here is a screenshot of a mobile phone application. It's an augmented reality application that is designed to allow you to feel and experience what it is like for someone, maybe a family member, who has a degenerative eye disease. For those of you who don't know, many eye diseases, of months or sometimes even years, and your vision increasingly becomes poorer and poorer, to the point where many people eventually go entirely blind. For family and colleagues and friends, it's often very difficult to imagine what that person is going through. It's really difficult to feel what it's like to, slowly have your vision removed. Doing. And can we use the technology in ways that are more likely to lead to well-being in the long term? Because if not, maybe we shouldn't use it in this particular situation. And I want to finish off by very briefly linking the topic of digital well-being back to educational sustainability. And of course, educational sustainability is not the same as education for sustainability. This is making the whole education process itself more sustainable. And to give you three very, very practical characteristics of communities, societies, groups that are educationally sustainable is when you see that a community actively reflects the values of the people that they serve. Everybody in that particular group knows who their community is and knows the values of that community. Educationally sustainable communities also give primacy